Okay, now we're talking. They can hear us and stuff, so. Alright, hello everyone. My name is ScepTendo. I am live streaming for the first time in forever. I'm here with a few special guests. I call them special guests because they kind of opened my eye to a game that opened my eye in a new direction that I would never think about this game that I played for a long time, ever since I was really young. Today we're going to be talking about Endless Ocean 2 modding and the process of it and the cut content. And then I will be modding my own game. Well, it's not really my own game, but modding a game. Modding Endless Ocean 2. I can't speak. On stream with the help of these people. So why don't you introduce yourself, guys?
Hi, I am Taylor, also known as Missing 74. I started to use Cheat Engine a few months ago and wanted to mod the game, and it kind of all snowballed from there.
Alright, that's awesome. What about you, Miter? Introduce yourself.
Hello there. I am MaitreDesBlocs, but most people can't say that, so you can call me MDB. And I have also been working on the modding project because Taylor showed me how to extract the game, and that made me realize that this was actually possible. And then discovered a whole bunch of stuff on how to progress in that field and get to where we are today with that.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, all three of us here are longtime fans of Endless Ocean. And I guess we've been playing ever since the first game came out in our regions. I guess all of us were from North America because I know you're from Canada. I guess I can call you Miter because that's the best way I can say it. um, is that alright?
Oh yeah, it is. You can call me Maitre, or you can call me whatever you want. Really, MDB is easy because that's like the three
Okay.
letters of my name, so you can do that too if you want.
Okay. So I guessing we're all from North America, Canada. I know you're from Canada. Um,
I'm from United States, so
And I'm Canadian.
yeah. So we're all North American here. So all of us, I guess, played the ever since the first game came out, and the on the Wii on North America, and obviously Japan had it first because that's how Japan works sometimes. I'm not judging. That's okay. But anyway, so again today we're gonna be talking about the process of the modding, the backstory behind it, the cut content. I got a couple pictures from uh, MV. Oh my god, I can't. NDB. NDB. Okay.
MDB,
Yep.
yes.
NDB. I thought it was something else. I got a couple screenshots from NDB. We're gonna talk about how Taylor came upon this, and then show you the cut content, and then I'm on my game again. So where should we start? I think we should start with how this whole thing started. So let's go with you, Taylor. What?
it actually started 12 years ago. We have to go back to the first game. So in the Japanese release of the first game, there was an area that was removed called the Marine Lake. And it
Yes.
was only in the first version of the Japanese game. There was no other version that had it.
Because at that time, Wii games, there was no auto updates. There was only like it was basically like the PS2 and all the other games where they had to like
Ship out new
ship
discs.
out new discs with the updates. Yes. Continue. Sorry, I had to
And
put that out.
well, there was a forum. Well, there still is a forum, but a forum called Game FAQs, where it was basically the hive mind of the internet, gaming internet back then. People would go there and talk about stuff, and I believe this was the post. There was just buzz about the location back then, and someone had the idea to start to find a way to get into there in the North American version.
Okay.
And for 12 years, that basically didn't happen until I found out how to use Cheat Engine in order to mod my location,
Mm-hmm.
and I just put myself down into it. Of
So
course,
it,
there was,
so
of
it.
course, there was.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry.
you
Um,
can go.
so it is in the North American version.
Uh, kind of. Uh, you, there's nothing there, but it's it's still in the game code, but nothing can call it.
Marine Lake. So it
Yeah,
you don't get the glitch or like the unfinished message or anything.
no.
Okay.
But what? So there was also another thing. There was a cutscene that was unfinished. Uh,
Yes.
all the way back on in the first game, right? It
Yep.
was in a sub area called Ship's Rest or the Ocean's Graveyard, and it looked extremely unfinished, and people on the forums wanted to know how to get inside the ship. And so the first thing that I did was go into there with Cheat Engine,
Okay.
and surprisingly, there was nothing there either.
Yeah, that NDB told me about that. He told me that there was nothing. It turned out just probably be like more of a dramatic sequence, or like more of like, oh, look at this damage that it caused, um, or look at the damage of the ship and the fish inside of it, rather than unfinished. Maybe it. I mean, there could have been more to it, but that could have all have been it. It could have just been showing you, oh, look at the damage. But yes, I agree that particular cutscene, which I will be getting to. I will be definitely be continuing my Let's Play of Endless Ocean. Don't worry, people.
Can I add one point to the Marine Lake stuff before we move
Sure.
from there? There is actually one way to get there without doing anything to the game in the North American, because there was a glitch in Deep Valley in spring in which whales dive through the sandbank when they go down, and if you ride one and then exit from it at just the right time, you can glitch out of bounds and swim under the map to get to Marine Lake from there. But even then, there was nothing in the lake, like no cutscene or anything. So
Wow. All right.
yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think on the Discord I've seen people mention that, but that's news to me. Thank you, MDB.
I'm not the one who discovered it, by the way. I found that a long time ago in the facts.
Okay. So anyway, I do agree that cutscene in the Ocean's Graveyard is very ominous. It's very weird how it's just like that's there. In the past, I have had in contact with the devs. I don't know if you guys remember. I've posted a couple tweets. Posted a couple posts of tweets I made, especially back in, I want to say, February, when Endless Ocean 2 Blue World, or Adventures of the Deep, or whatever the Japanese Forever Blue, Call of the Ocean, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's
It's Forever Blue in Japanese. I don't know for the. Is it Forever Blue Adventures of the Deep?
No, it's Forever. It's
Forever Blue Call of the Sea.
Call of the Sea.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I did not know that.
I was close. I have talked to, I forgot his name, but I've mentioned that Endless Ocean Blue World turns 10 this year, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it turned 10 this year. That's insane. And he responded to me, and he actually wanted to thank me for all the recognition that he did for the game. And after that, I want to say maybe like a few hours later, one of the other directors, Nin Arika, which I think is actually the main guy of Arika.
That is.
They were joking back and forth with this one developer. I keep forgetting his name. Which the guy's nice. They were joking about a Forever Blue 99, and then the joke is that Tetris 99, that's the game they made. They helped make it. And they were talking about Forever Blue 99. And at first I thought maybe this was like hinting, maybe, oh yes, maybe we should make actually another game. But no, it was just all a joke. But yes, I've tried multiple other times to ask him what was that cutscene for, and they haven't responded. Maybe they don't understand what I'm asking. But yes, so that Ocean's Graveyard cutscene is very ominous. I agree. I wish there was more to it. Um, but that's all we got. Um, so anything else that came upon the modding or the using
Not
cheat engine?
not very much in the first game. No. After I think after we hit every sublocation and looked in every single thing, we then moved on to the second game where
Well, actually, you did look a lot out of bounds for like almost every map. You looked for stuff around, like in the abyss and the ruins in the
there
Great
was
Aqua Cave.
there wasn't much interesting there though. So
True,
Okay.
true.
after we hit every avenue in the first game, we decided to move on to the second game.
Okay. So what have you what have you found?
Unused content, uh, missing things. I'm not really that well versed in the second game modding scene right now, so maybe MDB can back
Yeah.
us up.
So I guess you can take the reins now, MDB. Tell us what you showed me was amazing, and after this, I'll definitely show pictures of what you've documented.
Alrighty. Well, if I want to begin from the beginning of like how the Blue World stuff started, basically, I got interested in trying to play with the game myself on the Dolphin emulator because I saw a picture from MissingNo74 who showed that he was outside the windows of Bacchus Castle with Thanatos, and Thanatos was attacking him, and that was so interesting to see for me that I was thinking I need to get there myself and look at stuff around. So I asked him how he was like able to teleport out of bounds with Cheat Engine and how he was able to change some of the game's memory, and he showed me how to do it. I got out of bounds on multiple maps, and he also revealed to me that he was able to look at text strings for the game, like function names, the text of like almost every dialogue, every info of everything in the game, the fish list. There was a whole bunch of stuff that he managed to find, the item info and names, and I was wondering how he got that. And I figured out that he actually managed to use a script found on a website called ZenHacks using a program called QuickDMS to extract the game's contents from the ISO and basically get the file structure you would have for the characters, the animals, the items, and everything, and then you can just look at stuff. The problem was everything is obfuscated because the developers actually created, not only it seems like they created their own game engine for the game, but also coded their own file extensions. So that means that unless you have the source code, most of it is just going to be hex data. And by the way, for those who don't know, hex data is just strings of numbers in hexadecimal format that unless you know what you're looking for in there, you can't really find anything. Like you can't look for you won't find code that looks stuff like if animal is here then spawn this. You won't see stuff like that. You can see some parts that are string for function names and for calls, but everything else is completely unreadable. The cool thing though is that with the parts that are actually readable, most of them call for something else to happen in the game. For example, every single animal in the game has a 4 number code, and these number codes are actually readable in the code. For that reason, if you take the number code of one animal and switch it with the number code of another animal, you can effectively replace an animal from one location with another. So even if you can't actually see the code, there's still some things we can modify. So far, we found how to modify animals, maps, not like actually modify the maps, but we can switch maps around. So we can load, like, for example, all the Zahab region's animals into Gatama Atoll, for example. Or we can move the zooms of northwest of Canada to Cicero Strait, that kind of thing. And also, we found how to change text. So we can replace names of animals, we can replace names of items, and even re-enable features that are lost. I'm expecting that you're going to probably show some of these things and explain them more in detail. So I'll let you do that.
Yes, I am definitely going to be showing the pictures that you have sent me. With changing of the what do you call it? What do you call it? Life sets, I think you said you call.
Yes,
Life sets.
Yeah.
Also, spawning in interesting stuff. Well, not spawning, but like replacing creature IDs and putting them in wacky locations, and then having Thanatos clip through Valka Castle to get into Valka Castle.
That was actually not done with modding, though. That was just done by teleporting outside out of bounds and luring him in by him following me inside. But yeah, that was fun too.
Yep. So let me pull up those screenshots. Let me all right. So I have a boatload of screenshots and a bunch of interesting stuff, and this is stuff that I'm not upset if you would spam me with this. So one interesting thing that MDB showed me is this. We have got, hopefully it will load. We got Magu Tappa in the source file, or in the files of Endless Ocean 2. And for people who are unaware, Magu Tappa is the original Thanatos from Endless Ocean 1, basically. Thanatos actually is like kind of like a reskinned model of Magu Tappa, and but it's more detailed and I think bigger, like a little bit bigger.
They're actually the same size, but the Magu Tappa model doesn't have as high of a dorsal fin, and some of the features are less accentuated than Thanatos.
Okay. That's interesting to know. Sorry if you hear talking back on us, my sister. Anyway, so yeah, we got Magu Tappa, and what's more interesting about Magu Tappa being in the files, he also has encyclopedia data, which you can see him in the encyclopedia. Although you have to activate it, it's disabled currently, but you can reactivate it by modding the game. Then. Not only that, this we'll get into in a second. Let me see if I can find the other Magu Tappa stuff. Here we go. So Magu Tappa also has descriptions, like from the original game, although it's semi-updated. So it's got parts of the original description of the first game. So it says here that this legendary great white shark is enormous, over 23 feet in length. That did not say that in the original game. And I think after this, it's basically the original. And named after the Pelago Islanders' god of death and violence. It can be seen anywhere in oceans. So, while Pelago Islanders' god of death, I want to go a little bit off track with mythology here. Thanatos is a personification of death in Greek mythology. My cousin, this is funny, my cousin thought Moa Atoll and Pelago, itself, is based in Greece, and I think this kind of confirms it. But, let's go back here. Magu Tappa is, alright, so we're going down. It can be seen anywhere in the Ocean's Graveyard. Ocean's Graveyard is not in Endless Ocean 2. That's an Endless Ocean 1 area. At any time of the year, the countless scars on its body are almost certainly the result of a numerous violent, but after violent it says encounters. So, I find that really interesting that Magu Tappa was actually supposed to be in the game, or he is used as a base for Thanatos.
I actually have something to say about that, because I did some research in the code to try to figure out why he was even there. It seems like he was partially considered to be added, but then the developers kind of changed their mind halfway. So he has an encyclopedia entry that works in Blue World. He has an appearance, an AI with the slapping of the EO2 sharks, but it seems like they never actually finished through with the idea because the description never got updated, and he does not have any map data. Like, he does not have any spawning in any map kind of data. So, yeah, I think they probably thought it would be weird to make him. This is just a theory, but I thought maybe they thought it would be weird for him to leave Manuele. So they thought maybe let's create another shark instead, and that's where Thanatos replaced him.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with that.
All right. So now we're gonna go to this Anomalocaris, whatever you pronounce it. I can never pronounce this creature right. Basically, it's an ancient giant shrimp from like a prehistoric time. So for people who don't know, you can actually encounter 3 prehistoric creatures in the game, although usually they're not interactable by any means, except unless you go out of bounds or replace them with a creature in the map. Well, MDB decided to go out of bounds in Valka Castle and see if he can interact with Anomalocaris, and he did. But what's more interesting is it's got some cutscene data or cutscene stuff. So as you see here, it says, what's that up ahead? And then we go down here, it says, it's hard to see, it's so dark, no way. What's weird is, you see Thanatos in the back, he's creeping. It's not dark here. We'll get to that in a second. And this is Anomalocaris? No, it can't be. And then my eyes must be going bad on me. And then the last thing says, I guess it's time to get some I guess it's time for some sweet glasses. And then more Anomalocaris, which means he actually can be interacted with. So here, MDB made a great theory, and I completely agree with this. Anomalocaris might have been was supposed to be encountered in the Abyss, which kind of makes sense because they also were in the shore, apparently, like the coastlines, but they were also, I guess, found in the Abyss back then. But this seems like a deep sea creature, and when you see, it's hard to see, it's so dark, no way. It's not dark in Valka Castle unless you're supposed to find them only at night somewhere else.
You can only find him during day in Valka Castle.
Oh, okay. You're right. So it's hard to see, it's so dark. It's not dark in Valka Castle. It's actually pretty bright. So leaves me and MDB to believe that he's supposed to be found in the Zahab region depths. So this is very interesting. I would love this to be a thing because would love this to be an actual thing in like the final cut of the game. But no, they decided, nope, let's just make him just scroll real fast past the windows. Here we got some more pictures from MDB himself about Thanatos clipping through the wall, and he obviously mentioned that he had to teleport out, and he had to precisely time it right to go back into the Valka Castle to make Mahotaba, Thanatos come in with him. And then there's some more pictures of Thanatos. We got more pictures of Thanatos, and what's funny enough is I'll give some more data, more info on Thanatos with being in Valka Castle itself. We got some Anomalocaris in Valka Castle as well, so you had to time that right too. So
actually, that was with food, but yeah, that's possible too.
Oh, food,
he follows food.
Yeah, I forgot you said that. He likes food, so he acts like a normal fish as well. He's got fish AI, so that's good. So Thanatos is actually aggressive in Valka Castle, but once he hits you, he's passive because he wants to go back to his path. What I mean by path, he has a path outside of Valka Castle where he needs to follow. The AI, because he's not supposed to be in here, so he's supposed to constantly follow the path around near the windows. And by the way, there's also 2 Thanatoses in Valka Castle, which is interesting. So, I guess 2 Thanatoses confirmed. So there's so it's actually like there's probably even more than just 2 in the lore, but But yeah, he's...
Well, there's 3 in total in the game, because there's 1 in Cicero Strait and 2 around Valka Castle, so, yeah.
Yeah, I always thought they were the same one, though. I always thought, like, if you think about it, they're the same one. Because when you go to the one in Cicero Strait, he comes from, like, a far, weird place. Yeah. And I thought maybe he, like, oh, I sense this guy, he's in my territory, so I'm gonna go from Valka Castle, sit here, he's in my territory, he's messing up my Great White homies. And he's pulsar, he's shooting them with electric, static, calm him down, I don't approve. And by the way, speaking of pulsar, he is definitely calmable. You can calm him down, but it takes 40 shots, and you cannot miss once or slow down.
Yeah, because if you do, then he shakes it off, and you only have to restart.
So, then, here's some clipping through. Thanatos' head is sticking out. This is, I think, actually using a camera exploit, or not exploit, but, like, with cheat engine or something. Free cam.
Yeah, that's free cam.
So, basically, clip through the walls. This is Thanatos. Apparently, he can't get through this door, so he's constantly doing an animation where he's thrashing his head, opening his mouth, trying to attack MDB here. Can't do it, so he's stuck. That's actually a little bit creepy. Now, this, I forgot what you did here with the map.
Oh, the map. That's not really, like, a really remarkable thing. That was only because I was experimenting with how to mod the game and to test if it worked or not. I did not know what anything was, but I just found files called Ocean Map, and I switched them around to see what it would do. And apparently, Ocean Maps are the loaded or unloaded versions of maps. So what it did is it took the full, complete map of Zahab region, and it replaced it with the unfilled one. So that's why that's there.
Ah, gotcha. I was not paying attention to the chat. We also got a spammer. Unfortunately, I won't be here for long. Just passing by to say hi. And before, you had to see Magutapa versus Thanatos outside the... Wait! Wait! Is that what that was?
No, but I actually have a picture with the 2 in the same picture. I can fit.
Oh, okay. I thought... Because there was that scene with the Great Whites, and then they got scared of Thanatos. I wonder if that's what they used Magutapa for, because actually, looking back, that kind of did look like Magutapa.
No, he's not in the game. I checked every single spawning of any animal, and he's not spawned by anything. So I know for certain.
But not even like in that cutscene where before you go into the Valka Castle, like the first time.
Actually, in cutscenes, he could. The problem is, I really don't think so, because I think someone would have noticed by now if it actually, like, one of the Great Whites were different.
True.
I'm gonna fetch a picture of Thanatos and Magutapa hunting together for you.
While you're doing that, we got some interesting stuff with renaming creatures. This is Leo. This is a legendary leopard seal, and MDB, or I think it was you that renamed it to Yes.
Yeah.
Classic. Then we got Thanatos in the Cortical River. That's not normal. So yes, and he said pearless waters are now pearless, and I agree. We got more Magutapa action here. Actually, that's like multiple Magutapas. Yeah, you want to be afraid. Yeah, that's scary. Then we got the Ancient Mother in Zahab region. That's not where she belongs. And then the Ancient Mother in Cortical River, and then multiple Ancient Mothers in Cortical River. That's not normal as well. So then, MDB also decided to put the Anomalocaris in the Zahab region depths to see what it looks like, and it actually looks fitting. I'm not gonna lie, it really does look fitting. And then you got this creepy picture of Thanatos in the Zahab region depths. I would crap my pants if I would see this. I already told him yesterday, you're not gonna pay me. You can't pay me enough to make me do this today. So
I was unnerved to put him there as well. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't do that. We got more No, this is Thanatos. I can tell by the big fins.
Yeah.
we got more Thanatos action in the ballroom. We got like multiples of Thanatoses, so I guess he made that.
I just spawned a whole bunch.
Yeah, he just like made that theory come true, basically. So this is interesting. So we got creatures that are normally either in the water or out of the water in the opposite location. So Pelago Crocodile, you actually first meet him outside of the water in Gautama Atoll. And he actually has swimming animations. So maybe there was a point where you could actually... I mean, maybe they were planning on also making them... You can find them in both places.
You can actually, but you can't interact with it because there is a cutscene when you find the animal in which you see it with the telescope, I think, swimming just below the water surface. So he actually uses that swimming animation. You can just never swim with it underwater like this, so...
Huh,
yeah.
Okay. That could be the... Yeah. So then we got Leo on land.
That's just weird.
It's weird, but that's another thing I'm surprised they didn't really do. And it actually has animations, too, for land. So...
Yeah.
And then we got...
He reuses the leopard seal, mostly.
Then we got King Guide. King Guide's another legendary croc in the Cortical River. And... Well, it's actually a caiman. And got land animations. So, I'd be interesting to see that. I would be interested to see him on land as well. We also got Kako Maharaja. I can never pronounce that one right. On land as well. And, I mean, I can, what do you call it? See that being a thing too, in the final cut, but of course they didn't do that. Big Bobby. I always laugh at that name. Big Bobby is a big emperor penguin. That this actually makes sense though, because when you first meet Big Bobby, you actually have to heal him and he's in the water. But after you meet him and you do the mission, he's mostly on land now. Like he's always on land. So I don't know why, but this is basically just reusing the animation from that. Snowball has only in land animation. No water animation. MDB put the Pelago Crocodile in Cortical River, which is fitting. We got Cameroceras, which is another prehistoric creature that you can find in Zahab region.
I just put those there as an experiment because I was playing with the Arapaimas. The Arapaimas have a size property that is applied to any animal you replace them with, and so I was just spawning these there for that to see what would happen.
So yeah, we got Cameroceras in the mangrove. I think this is the mangrove.
Yep.
Okay.
Mangrove maze.
Mangrove maze. Then we also got the Greenland shark. Interesting. Then we got a little tiny baby Magutapa that can still hurt you. No different damage output, the same amount of damage. And it can go inside of a log. And I guess it uses kind of the same AI as the Arapaima. Now, this is interesting. So, there's a side quest in Endless Ocean 2 called Find the Bluebird. And the Bluebird is never interactable, but there's files for it to be interacted with. But there is no description for it, except just the name. And there's actually an encyclopedia data for it. But you also, just like the Magutapa, you have to enable it. It's also got feeding animation. So it flaps its wings and stuff. And it's like, okay, I don't know why they didn't do this. So this is the, this is where the hidden, or not hidden, but where it would be in the final cut of the game. And this is it unlocked.
Actually, the page on which I put it, I chose that myself because I just needed to replace a creature. He's not actually found on that page. Like, he has no page associated with it. I literally just took one animal out and replaced it with that. So I don't know where he would be in the encyclopedia if he was naturally in.
Huh, okay. It would probably be Shore Life, though.
Yeah, probably.
And then there's the model. And then this is where things get juicy. So now we're going to be talking about a test map. A test map has actually been found in EO1. And this is the life set for said test map.
Well, that's for the EO2 version, the life set.
EO2, yeah, EO2 version. So we got some parrotfish, triggerfish. I think that's triggerfish. And we got zebra sharks, and I find this kind of satisfying because there's only one zebra shark in the game, not counting how many you can put in the aquarium. In the wild, there's only one zebra shark, and it took me a little bit to find. And then we got some spiny lobsters. This is also outside the Cavern of the Gods, I want to say. I think you said this is outside Cavern.
Yeah, I was putting these animals in Cavern of the Gods just to see what they look like. This was with Missing No on a call together. We were just looking at the test life sets and wondering what animals they contain, so we just spawned them there, and we saw these animals here.
Okay, and then we got some killer whales. So, interesting. So this is where this test map thing gets juicy. Gets like really, really bare bones or whatever you call it juicy. This is really juicy. So, MDB loaded the test map, although he had to do a couple extra things. He loaded the test map above Cavern of the Gods. Obviously,
I replaced Cavern of the Gods.
Oh, he replaced.
Test map,
okay, he replaced it. He respawned below the map, but he can clip through the wall. I mean, through the floor. And when he clips through it, he's in the map. So this actually looks familiar. When I first saw it, and I was like, okay, this got to be EO1 stuff. And I was right, it's EO1 stuff. And I could first tell that because zebra shark, parrotfish and stuff, and spiny lobster, that's like around the abyss, the top of the abyss, and Rock Bluff. So I was kind of right. So then, this is I guess, some map data that a graph he made about, what was it?
Actually, I can explain this if you want.
Yeah, because I forgot what it was.
Okay, it's fine. So basically, a little bit of backstory needed here. The same map has been found in both games. Both games have a test map with similar life in it. Both contain the lobsters, and the other animals are different between them, but that's just a detail. So basically, I think that the test map terrain, so that actually corresponds to Gallery of Souls in Endless Ocean 1. You can see it on the map on the left,
right
on
here.
the Endless Ocean map. It's the rock formation visible on that. That rock formation has a special property that some of the Rock Bluff Islands contain, in which they're actually composed of two different models. The rocks and the sand below it are not connected on the same model. There is actually a sand area below the rocks, which is the only area in the game that contains this property that I could find so far. And it makes sense because it seems like they pasted the test map Gallery of Souls landmark over a sand area to place it in Endless Ocean 1. And in the second game, they literally just took the same test map as the first game, ported it over, and replaced some of the animals to get what we have in the second game.
That's insane. That's all this information is just insane.
Lots of research.
Yes. So I'm not going to be showing it on the stream, but on the VOD of this video, if people want to go back and watch it, which, by the way, this will be posted on 2 channels. This will be posted on my personal archive stream channel, but I personally recommend subscribing to the official EOWiki YouTube channel, as this will be their first video. This will be this will be the first video. Check it out there, and I will link this video because this video is unlisted. This is MDB's unlisted video of him going into the test map in EO1. Also, treasures are spawnable in the test map. There are zoom spots.
They appear randomly like they do in the rest of the game in Endless Ocean 1, which is really weird that they actually did that.
Oh my god, that's actually kind of jump scared me a little bit. All right, so this is apparently Magutapa and Thanatos together going to give MDB or whoever did this a bad time.
Yeah, I did that, and it hurt a little bit to be there.
Yeah. That's 3 damage. Thanatos does 2. Magutapa does 1.
Exactly.
That's 3 damage per hit if you get hit by both of them at the same time.
Interesting thing. First of all, you can't really get hit by both at the same time, but you can get pretty close because when one hits you, it gives a cooldown that the other one cannot damage you immediately after. But also, you can definitely see here a difference in aggressivity in both animals because when I did this, Magutapa would come hit me and just leave. He would be gone elsewhere in the room. But Thanatos would actually hit me, turn around, leave a little bit, then come back and hit me again, and then leave. So the Magutapa is actually a lot less aggressive than Thanatos. Thanatos just doesn't care about your life. He just wants to end it.
Yes. All right, that's interesting.
They call him the man-eating shark for something, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay, so another thing before we start with the modding, I want to ask you guys a question on your opinion of the potential of the future of this modding stuff. Do you think, in your guys' opinion, that we can do more than this?
Of course, yeah.
Absolutely.
I guess to give an example, I already talked to MDB about this, and I think if remember you said it's quite possible, but we have to have more skilled people to do it. Replacing the creatures, like not replacing creatures, but like adding more creatures to the game.
Yeah, it could be possible, but we would need like a team of people to actually analyze what does what in the code and find a way to create something that calls something outside of it, which would then open the door to adding stuff. But that's like in the realm of possibility. I know some Wii games already did it, but that would require more people on the team than what we currently have, for sure.
That's what I remember you telling me. Now, what about your opinion, Taylor? What's your opinion on?
We could do way more things, cutscene swapping, probably even skipping parts of the story. We could swap more text and stuff if we figure out a way to do that.
Okay.
And we've uncracked a lot, but there's still a lot more to go over.
You just scratched the surface. That's basically what you're saying, and I completely agree. This is not a revolution, but this is a, I guess, revelation. I think to the game. I think. Do you think that we could make our own cutscenes too? If we crack the code, because I mean, we have that one part which we forgot to mention in the test map, that there's a part of the map where if you go to it, it's like a test cutscene where you can move into.
Actually, creating cutscenes is already in the realm of possibility, without a doubt, because we can detect with a script, we can detect character coordinates, and we can detect when the player is at a certain spot in the game. If we do that, and we also give orders to the camera to move around, and we can freeze the player also, then we just can basically create our own cutscenes. Even now, we could not like add text to it or add songs to it, but we could definitely move the camera in any way we want around something in the game with a script. That's already something that would be possible.
Okay. Now, this is the last question of the potential stuff before we get to. What about ripping the models from the game and using them for mods on other games, like Ark, for example, because that has been done before with other games?
I'll take it from here. So, how the models work is that they're an entirely new format,
Okay.
and someone with the experience will need to figure out how to open it, I guess.
Okay.
Figure out the form. MDB and I, we aren't the most experienced with models.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we can't really do much with swapping the models and changing them to a format that others can use.
Okay. I remember. I don't remember who it was, but I remember somebody gained access to the models and opened up a snorkel model, which snorkel is a dog that you basically adopt. Um, I forgot who that was, but someone actually.
It was in the I think it was in the Zenhax Discord, but it stopped being worked on due to personal reasons, I believe, or they
Does,
just lost interest in the project.
oh, you're talking about the.
You're talking about. Oh, that was me. I used a different program that got a snapshot of everything in the game, and then I just opened that up.
Yeah, that. The Xanax thing, or whatever you call it now. You're talking about the fan game that's being worked on?
No, so basically in the Zenhax Discord, I gave them a sample of a model, and I asked, hey, do you think you could possibly work with this, figure out the file format? And someone figured out a way to do it manually, but not automatically. Uh,
Gotcha.
Whenever I tried to ask them how to do it, they said that I would need to learn how to do it myself, because they didn't want to spoon feed me.
Ah, that's understandable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little help, but yeah, that's understandable. Well, I think we covered almost everything that was here. I think all the content we covered was covered. Um, Now onto the juicy thing. I'm going to be modding my game, and I'm going to be having the help from you two guys. So let me open up. So what do I need to do, MDB and Taylor, to? I already MDB. Me and MDB already kind of pre-set up everything. It's only one thing I think. Um, do I need that hex thing?
No, you don't. Not for what you're going to do right now. I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So how should we start this? I already.
So you want to go in this now?
Yeah, let's do this now.
Okay. So you probably want to go to the folder in which you placed all of the files for the modding that you pre-prepared.
Okay.
The folder where you extracted them.
Yep. Modding.
By the way, I am looking on the stream to see your screen, but there is a delay because the stream is behind. So if I don't see immediately what you're pointing to, that's why.
That's fine. Yeah, that's usual with Twitch. So.
Yeah.
So, alright, I'm in the EO modding folder.
Okay. So, what is the first thing? Like, if you could pick, I would like to say, if you would be fine with this, modifying like animals in one map, because that's easy to do. Which map would you pick to do first? Of every map in the game.
I'm already at Zahab region right now because we saved there. So what's Zahab?
Yeah.
Zahab region.
Okay, which map in Zahab? Do you want the regular, or do you want one of the two sub maps?
Just regular Zahab.
Okay. Then head into the folder called Game Files in the folder you're currently in.
Yep.
If you're in EO modding.
Yep.
And in Game Files, you should see a folder called Life Sets.
Yep.
That folder contains files that are basically giving orders to the game about where to place animals in every single map of the game. I don't know if you recognize the naming scheme of the LifeSet file, folder, sorry. But every file in here has three components in its name. The first component tells you which type of animal you're adding. The second one tells you which map you're adding it in. And the third tells you I'm waiting so I can see like the bottom stuff because on the stream it's behind, so I see the animal ones. I'm just going to wait until I can see like below.
I see Private Reef, School, AEG.
Just give me a second. Actually, I'm gonna open my own thing.
Okay, that might help.
Yeah. Okay. So the second two parts of the name of these files are actually the location. So for example, you have swim, which means all animals in the game that swim around a certain spot. Swim then would be followed by, let's say, something like pack, which stands for Pacific, meaning Gatama Atoll, because in the game, Gatama Atoll is in the Pacific Ocean. And then as the third component of the name, you would see something like main, which means that it's the main map of Gatama Atoll. Then you would also have like hole, which is basically deep hole.
Deep hole.
It's a Pacific hole. Yeah. So the naming scheme is basically straightforward from this on. You can see like red stands for
Red Sea.
The Red Sea, and then you have main, deep, which is the abyss, and remain, which is the cavern of the gods.
Yep.
So the three you would probably want to mess with if you decide like which map of the Zahab region you would want are the red things.
Okay.
You can decide if you want deep, main, or remain.
Main.
Okay. Then which type of animal do you want to add to the game? If you can decide on like species wise, what is an animal you would like to see in the Zahab region?
I think I have to go with my old friend Magutapa.
Okay then, so Magutapa, like Thanatos, is a migrating animal in the game. The reason why he's a migrating animals are animals that have a path that makes them take a specific line in the terrain every single time they circle or move around a certain point. You can think of an example of a migrating animal as Lady Dorothy.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Dorothy in Sisera Strait goes around a whole bunch of the shipwrecks of the north, and she would go around them the same exact path every single time. That's because her pathfinding actually contains a line that she follows. While fish, on the other hand, they don't follow a line, they just swim around a certain spot randomly, and that's why those are different. So if you want to add Magutapa to the Red Sea, or to I should say Zahab region, you should open up the red main migrate file, because that's where you can add migrating animals in the Zahab region.
Okay, so I write
find that file.
Red map underscore, right?
No, it's not map. It's not map. It's migrate.
Oh.
Migrate underscore red underscore main. That would be the one for migrating animals in Zahab region.
Oh, that I opened it wrong. I gotta open it. Open file location.
You should open with a Notepad++.
Yep.
So
Yep. Why?
You might even want to change the properties for the .dats and make them so they automatically open with Notepad++.
How do I do that? Do I go into properties itself? And
You just click properties.
oh, change opens with. Okay.
Yeah.
More apps, and then I would just search for Notepad++. Look for another.
Yep.
App. Oh shoot.
It might be harder if you have a lot of apps.
Where would
But
Notepad?
it should be alphabetical order and more apps. Or maybe not.
I'm on program files.
It should be there. Maybe it's there, or maybe it's in x86. You don't have to do that right now if you don't want to, though. It was just an idea.
No, I want to do that though, because.
Okay, then go back to the root of C, and then go into program files 86. And then you should find it there. I think it's a 32-bit app.
There it is. Notepad++. Okay, and then I would.
Just select the exe.
And apply. Okay.
Yeah.
And then now I can just click it open.
Yep.
Oh wow, okay, here we go. I opened it.
I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up.
Yep.
Because I want to see inside the file.
I opened it, and there's
Yeah, so that's like the normal, okay, that's the normal view you get inside of one of these files. As you can see, this is what I meant with like the code being completely unreadable. Most of it is completely random, although if you open a hex editor, you can see at least numbers for these things, but still they don't tell you what is what. So what you want to do now is you want to go back to the LifeSet folder in the game files,
okay.
and then you want to go up one folder from that.
Okay, alright.
So you want to go back to the root of game files, basically, and you want to click on the folder that is named TX.
Shoot. Migrate red.
No, it's not. No, it's not in life set. It's not in life set. It's in game files. Game files
Okay.
contains a folder called TX.
Oh, okay. Here we go. TX.
So in TX, you will see a whole bunch of localization names for different languages in which the game has been made. You want to find the
EN.
UE one.
Oh, UE. I
UE,
thought
yeah.
I thought EN.
I'm not quite sure why it's UE, but that's the US. That's the US localization. I don't know why it has the code UE.
Okay.
The EN is the English European.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's not the right one.
All right, I'm in.
So once you're in
UE.
UE, then you want to find info. Open that folder up.
Okay.
And then you want to open up the file that is named life info.
Okay. I'm here.
Actually, I have a cheat table for this stuff that I can send to you later, so this will be simpler, but for now we can use the life info because life info contains what you need. So
Okay.
the life info, if you look inside of this file, you will see that it contains the description of every single animal in the game. You can just scroll like a little bit on the left side, you will see it's literally the description of every animal, and it's trivia.
Yeah. Okay.
But on the right, you can see the black lines actually contain the names of these animals.
Just says NUL, NUL, NUL.
Yeah, but like further.
Oh.
If you scroll to the right, you will see that there are actually names in these things.
Alright, let's chat it on. Oh, okay, here we go. So maybe does Control F work? Oh no, it's fine. Oh, find.
Yeah, you can find.
Fine.
So the point of this file is you can see that every single animal name is preceded by a D code, I like to call them, because there's a 3-number code that is preceded with the letter D. And
Yeah.
every single name is preceded by this code. You can see it for Magutapa, it's D190.
Mm-hmm.
These codes actually are what tells the game which animal to call when it spawns an animal. Instead of the game having, for example, all the spawning code for every single animal and every single time the animal appears, it just basically uses a code that basically, like when you go dive in an area, the game says like, okay, spawn 30 of the 30, spawn 10 of the 5, spawn 15 of the 2, and so on. And that's how it actually places the animals. This file, however, can tell you which codes belong to which animals, which is very good because you can use this to spawn them by replacing the D codes with another D code and get another animal in its place. So if you go back to the Migrate tab, you will see that the Migrate file, and that's also in Notepad++, by the way. The tab is just on the left.
Okay.
So the Migrate tab actually shows you that this file
D344.
contains D codes.
D344, yeah.
And you can't know what the codes represent unless you go to the Life Info tab and look up what the D codes represent in the Migrate one. And then from there, you can know which animals you're going to replace with Magutapa when you actually place them in the map. So if, for example, you wanted to replace the whales,
Okay, gray whale.
you would just need to look up what is the code of the whales, find the code in the Migrate, and then from that point on, you can replace it with 190, which is Magutapa. I'm pretty sure the gray whales should be Migrate. Do you get a match if you look for D?
Yep, I did. It's gray whale.
344. Okay. So let's say you wanted to replace the gray whales with Magutapa. Then you would just replace every single D344 in the Migrate file with a D190, which is Magutapa. Before you do that, though, don't modify this file, because this file actually is the one you would probably want to use for reference. So I suggest you go back to Explorer and copy Migrate Redmain from the LifeSet folder in the game files. And then you are going to create your own folder that's called LifeSet. in another folder and place the migrate in there to create the same file structure but elsewhere.
So alright, so create a new folder in EOModding.
EOModding, create a folder named like Magutapa mod or something. And then in that folder, create a folder called lifeset. And in that folder, place the migrate file that you're going, well, like the copy of the file that you're going to modify. That way you can always keep a copy that is clean in case you want to revert your changes.
Okay. So Magutapa mod, lifeset.
It was just an idea.
Wait, name it lifeset.
Yeah, the folder, name it lifeset, and then place the lifeset you copied in there. Gotta be capital letters, by the way.
Oh, it's gotta be cap lever?
No. The lifeset name cannot have any capital letters. It has to be all small.
Oh, okay.
All minuscule.
Like that?
Yep. Actually, do you still have a capital L, or is my stream just delayed?
It could be delayed because it's still L.
Okay, yeah, you replaced that. Okay, good. Sorry, I see everything behind.
It's okay.
So now you can open up this copy in Notepad++.
Alright, so let me,
You can close the other one.
yeah.
You don't need to have the both.
Let me close this out because that's... Oh my
Is
god.
there another animal you would also like to add in the migrate file while you're at it? Another animal that moves around a lot because it has to be a migrate.
Yeah, I gotta see what other migrate...
Well, I can tell you like some options if you want.
Yeah.
The prehistoric creatures are all migrates. All the whales are migrate.
Okay.
Both Magutapa and Thanatos are also considered migrate.
What about
Lady Dorothy is migrate.
What about Okeanos?
Okeanos, I think he's migrate. We could try him just in case.
Okay.
Actually, while you're adding, actually replace the 344, which is a gray whale, with the D190 in the copy you have open. Meanwhile, I'm going to look myself to see if Okeanos is a migrate. Because I can just find my file here.
D5. Alright, I want to know what D504 is. I guess that's...
D504 is the...
Whale shark?
No, that's Camarosora.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's the Camarosora that spawns in Zahab region.
Okay.
Outside of the map. You can replace him too, but only if you already have him unlocked. If you don't, he will not show up. Like, the replace animal will not show up.
Okay. D182, I don't know what that one is. Look at this one. D182.
So, good news.
North...
Okeanos
Wait!
Guardian is actually migrate.
Okay. Why is North Atlantic right whale? Oh, because of the beginning of the game.
Yeah, all the whales of the beginning cutscene are actually here, but they will not spawn anything unless you're actually in the beginning, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not worth changing those because you could only change the beginning creatures. Although I did replace every single whale in the beginning with Thanatos before. That was fun.
Oh.
Immediately after starting the game, you're just swarmed by like 10 Thanatos at the same time.
Great.
It was crazy.
Okay. Alright, so what's Okeanos?
He's migrate.
No, he's migrate, but,
I think he's like 536 or something. You can look up like Okeanos and that would tell you.
yeah, it says HKD 536.
Yeah, 536. That's the one.
Yeah. Do I put in the HK?
No. You only put the D and then what follows. You'd never use the things built before. The things before are the obfuscated code. You don't worry about that.
Okay. Who would I replace then?
Yeah, you could decide what you actually want to use for to place him. I'm trying to think how many migrating animals in Zahab. There are not a lot. There are the whales. I know that's migrate. Actually, there is a migrating animal in the reef, but I forget what it is. I think there's schools of fish which are migrate. You might want to look for the sardine code, because I think there are sardines that you could replace.
Yeah, the Pacific sardine and the Japanese sardine. Remember that?
Yeah. So look for either Japanese or Pacific. Probably Pacific if you... Actually, the Japanese sardine school in the reef, when you spawn in the Zahab region, is migrate. So you could replace that with a Okeanos garden if you wanted to be crazy. Or with something crazy like a prehistoric creature. That would be cool too.
Alright, Japanese sardine.
It's up to you.
DO25. I might do the Pacific sardine with the... with the Anomalocaris. So DO25, that's Japanese sardine.
Yes, that's the one that you find above the reef immediately when you appear in the reef. It's like right next to you.
That's gonna be creepy.
It would be so cool to put something like a Camarosera or a sea serpent there, but I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you ideas.
I wouldn't do that because I might get stuck. Like, I might spawn inside of the thing, so I don't want to risk that.
That's true. Well, I mean, I put an ancient mother there, and you saw the picture of that.
You're right. What was it again? DO25?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a DO25, so I gotta find DO20.
Oh, you can just search for it.
Yeah.
Don't
DO25.
actually look for it. You're not going to find it. It's so many things in that.
Oh, D025. I put actual literal.
They're always 3 numbers.
I literally put O, not Z. Where?
Oh, I see.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So then, DO25 and Okeanos is what now? Oh, I think I copied it. So, D536. Yep, there we go. They got the sperm whales too, but I think they only appear at a certain time.
Yeah, only at night.
Yeah, that's... Alright, I think we're good.
So what did you replace?
I replaced the gray whale. Oh, wait, no, I gotta do the Japanese sardine, oh, wait, no, I did that.
I replaced the gray whale with Magutapa, right?
The Japanese sardine with, Okeanos, and
Okay.
I might do, Pacific sardine with, Anomalo. Wait, but it has to be unlocked, though. That's the thing.
No. If you replace a legendary creature that is unlockable, then you have to have it unlocked. But if you replace an animal, just any animal, with a legendary creature, it works all the time. So,
okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I could explain why, but it's complicated.
No, that's yeah, that's fine. Where is it? Okay, here. D29, D297. Wait, so it's either D297 or DO25. Oh!
No. It's a variant of D25.
That's weird. That's what you said. That's what you said yesterday.
Yeah.
I keep doing that.
So it's always the first code that you have to use. If you see 2 that are different, it's always the first. The only times in which you see the 2 being different is when it's a variant of an animal. Like, for example, baby animals are actually using a different first code than their parent. Because they're actually the same animal, but just a variant. So, yeah, that's why that's like that.
Okay. So wait, what was Pacific Sardine? Oh my god, I'm so unorganized at the moment.
Oh, don't worry. Pacific Sardine was the... Did you have it open in Life Info?
I did. Was it D29? No. Hold on. It was here. Pacific Sardine D297. Okay, so then...
Yeah, 297.
So then I gotta find Anomalo.
Oh, well, I can do that for you. Because I have my thing open. So just find all the... use the replace with in Notepad. Like, find D297 and then go in the replace tab and, like, you will be able to paste the other code. I'm going to give you the other code.
Okay.
I think it's D. Okay, it's D304. That's the animal Icarus, and it's actually 304.
Yeah.
Not 304.
No.
I just said it that way.
Can't find D297.
Huh? Oh, okay. Then in that case, give me a second. Did you already replace them by any chance? The D297.
I only replaced the Japanese sardine.
You did not. Okay, you did not replace the Pacific. That's weird. Okay. I know what happened. I got mixed up. Sorry. The Japanese sardines are the one you find far from spawn. The Pacific one is the one you find right next to you in the beginning of the game. So, if you want to replace the Pacific, that's a different life set, unfortunately, and that would not work here. So,
Okay.
Sorry about that. I got mixed up.
That's
it's
fine.
Only the Japanese one that are here.
That's fine. Although I thought the Pacific one was there because when we went to...
It's in a different life set. It's in school. For some reason, it's not using the same life
okay.
set.
Okay. That is weird. Alright.
It's because the Japanese schools actually move on a path, but the Pacific one just spins around on spot, and that's a different AI, so that's why it's not here.
Alright, so I guess we're done here then.
Yeah, so you can save your file when you're done.
I just press saved. Save.
And then next, go back to the EO modding folder.
Okay.
And you want to go into the quick BMS thing again.
Okay.
Do you see there is a file called reimport.bat?
Yep.
Click that. And then it should ask you to select something in Explorer menu.
Yep.
You want to go to the EO modding and find the Endless Ocean BMS script.
Okay.
Click that.
Yep.
Once you did that, then you want to go to the EO modding and find the how do you call it? Oh, the ISOs and contents folder.
Mm-hmm.
And then in there, you want to find the Endless Ocean Blue World folder.
Yep.
And you want to go into Files.
And game dat.
And click on the game.dat.
Okay.
After that, it's going to ask you one more question.
Yep.
And you want to go to the EO modding. Click on your mod folder. And click open. Or like the button below. When you click on your mod folder.
So I just click on Magutapa. I don't go to life set or anything?
No. You don't go to life set. You just stay in the Magutapa thing and click on the button to confirm.
Oh, I have to open it up by that. It's weird. I don't double click it, just click it once.
You don't go in life set. Just
No, Magutapa, and then there's, remember I put the life set folder in the Magutapa thing?
No, don't click the life set. Just select the Magutapa mod folder and then click on open.
I did, okay.
Like when you're in the Magutapa folder.
Okay, and then press save.
Yeah. There
Okay.
you go.
Okay, hold on. Life set migrate red main.dat. One file is re-imported in 10 seconds. Okay. Press enter.
So it did it.
Yep.
So now all you have to do is you need to go in Dolphin and check it out.
Alright, let's do this. Alright. First things first, I also gotta turn down Dolphin itself. Because I don't want you guys to get your eardrums blown out.
Yeah, the music can be loud.
Yeah. Also, let me turn off the music in the stream.
When you're in your save, you can always change volume there.
Yep.
It's just in the menu that you can. That's actually something I should find a way to fix. I should find a way to let people change the menu volume because
Yeah.
the music in there is always so loud.
By the way, people, we are using another person's save. This is not my save.
Yeah, this is actually Missing Nose Taylor's save.
I have to.
So credits to him to have actually gotten past Cavern of the Gods in Dolphin for this to be possible.
Yep. How is the game sound on the stream?
I'm not actually listening to... Wait. I'm going to activate volume.
I can't hear anything.
You can't?
No, no, the stream is completely silent for like the game volume.
Okay.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, but you can probably try to fix it if you want. Maybe it's in the mixer. In the volume mixer, I mean.
I can hear it now.
You can hear
okay,
it.
no, yeah.
Alright, that's good. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna be a man and dive alone. Okay, where should I spawn at?
Well, what animal do you want to see first?
I guess I could do Okeanos. Let's do Coral Valley.
Yeah. He will be right in your face.
Yeah, he will.
But you have infinite air, so you're good.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot we put those cheats in.
Yeah. This is exactly why we did that. I knew this would happen.
Game crashes. No, I'm joking. Alright,
So far, so good.
Oh, there he is! Hello, buddy! Oh, oh, what? It didn't even, like, he hit me, but, like, it didn't even damage me. Like, I just didn't, like, do the animation. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Weird-looking goblin shark.
I think it's because when you appear in the map, you have an immunity to get hit
Oh, okay.
for like the little bit.
Wait, gray whales are still there, unless it only replaces one gray whale.
You didn't do replace all, so that's probably what happened. You probably replaced one.
Okay.
Unless you replace the cutscene gray whale instead of actually replacing the...
Oh, that would suck.
That's...
Oh, no, there he is. There he is.
Okay, good.
Hey, long time no see, buddy. No, I actually have, like, an immunity of, like, not being hit. Doesn't give me the...
Yeah, because the migrate files, if you, like, you probably understood this by now, but the, every animal in there is one. So when you replace, like, one code, it replaces one of the gray whales. So that's why 3 of them are fine, but 1 is replaced with the Tapa. Yeah.
This
Why
is...
does he have an immunity?
I don't know why he can't be hit.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm hit. Wait, the
I
infinite...
know that...
The infinite air cheat's not working. I got low health. I got lowered 1 health.
Oh, you really got lowered?
Yeah, I think that's what it looks like.
Yeah, he did.
No, actually, I'm looking at it on the stream, and you 1 air above your air level flickered, but you're not actually losing air. For some reason, when you have the infinite air cheat, your air is not full on the bar, but it does not look full, but it actually is full. So you don't lose air. If you get hit again, you will notice.
Okay.
This happening.
Let me tap him, see if he does his old... No, he doesn't do his old, fucking thing. Wow,
Yeah.
that's insane. That's just insane to think that he's supposed to be in he was supposed to be in this game.
Yeah. Well, he's the only Endless Ocean 1 animal that
No.
was not ported over.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Well, there's the other one, the seagull, right?
Yeah, there's the pelican, but the pelican just got renamed and retextured. It's actually the same entity ID. He just got a new name because in the first game he was named the spot-billed pelican, and the second game he got named the Australian pelican. So they actually just renamed the animal. They did not actually change the model or anything.
Wow.
But yeah, every single animal in any map is modifiable with this method. You can even replace zooms with other zooms, animals, and one thing that I recently found is you can copy life set entries from one file and copy them to another file. So let's say that you want to get some of the Gautama Atoll's properties for life sets in Zahab, you can just copy them straight from one into the other. So there's a lot of different things that could be done with this. It's really interesting. I'm curious to see what people would come up with.
That's insane. Yeah, I'm happy people found out about this because you actually get to customize your own what you really want to see.
One thing I haven't done yet, and that I'm really wanting to see either I want to do or someone else, is that I wanted to make a better Cortica River by taking a lot of the upstream only animals and adding them to the midstream.
Midstream. Okay.
So you would see like the Dorados and the really colorful fish from the Twilight Temple in the regular river. That would be cool, I think. But I didn't do that yet.
So when they're pulsar, it seems like they are pulsar for a long time.
Yeah, everything but which one was it? I think Okeanos Guardian shakes it off really quickly, but any other shark in the game retains the effect for quite a while.
Oh my god!
Nope. He's gonna attack me now.
He changed his mind.
He's like, no, not fan. I'm not having that. I'm gonna kill you. Swim away!
Yeah.
Wow, I'm just. That's amazing. I'm at all right now. No, stay back.
If you want, I actually have some life sets I could give to you, so you can see some cool stuff that I already made.
Sure,
You can show it.
Yeah. Let me
So
exit
I'm
out.
going to send in the call chat 2 life sets already modified, and you can go in these places and see what they contain, because I think you will enjoy this one and this one.
Let me stop. Should I stop the emulation, right?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
So all you would have to do really is just you copy those 2 files in life set in the mod thing that you worked on, and you just re-import, and that will do it.
Okay. Let me download this. What? Chrome didn't shut properly. I pressed download, but it's taking me to like download.
You downloaded it.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, and then I gotta go to the Red Sea one. Alright, and then I gotta do the same thing with the quick BMS stuff, right?
You just put them in the same folder where you have the Magutapa one, and then you re-import. Yep.
Okay.
And the re-import order is always you select the BMS script, then you select game.dat, then you select the mod folder. It's always that order.
Okay.
I already accidentally messed up the order and it corrupted my mod, so yeah, don't do that.
Okay. No! There we go. Alright, so then I gotta go to quick BMF. Re-import that bat. First the game file, right?
No, first you select the script,
Oh, the
the
ISO
MSocean BMS
Yep.
script. Then you select the game.dat, and then lastly you select the mod folder.
Okay, which is in game files, right?
It's the Magutapa mod folder.
No. I'm talking about the script.
Oh, the script is in the
ISO.
modding folder. The script is the MSocean BMS script is in the modding. Then the game .dat is in the ISOs and contents, and then you go down in there.
Files.
You'll find it.
There we go. And then.
And lastly, the mod is in the EO modding.
Okay.
And I have no idea how it looks on stream for me giving directions because
it's alright.
I'm imagining it's probably looking dumb because I'm saying stuff like half an hour later, but
it's okay.
Yes.
Now, can I do like control click both of them and then it will do both?
Oh, you don't click any file. You click the Magutapa mod folder and you go in the Magutapa mod folder and then you click save.
Okay. Yep, there we go. I forgot about that.
I know, it's counterintuitive because you would think you select the files, but you actually don't. You select the directory, and then the re-import does the rest.
Alright, so they have been re-imported.
So then you can just go in Dolphin and see that. I suggest you go both to Zahab region again, and you go to Cicero Strait. You will see two things that actually I never shared before, like to someone else to try. So it should be interesting.
Okay.
If I ever shared mods, this would be how I would do it. I would share the modified files and tell people how to re-import them. And that would basically be a good way to share this kind of stuff. Because they're so tiny. Like, the files are incredibly small.
Yeah.
It's really easy to share them.
Oh my god, it's so loud. At least it's not like ear blasting loud where I would go be deaf for like a minute.
Oh yeah.
All right. I guess I'll just go Coral Valley again. I can't wait to see what you came up with.
Yeah, I think I hope your FPS will stand this. I'm not quite sure if
it should.
If it will, because this is a really crazy modification I made. This is like advanced lifestyle editing. You will see like the possibilities.
Hey, buddy.
Or like a glimpse of the possibilities. So go like towards the what's it called?
Oh, okay. Yep. The FPS just dropped significantly. A little bit. All right. No, now it's back. It's back up. The twin crevices.
Yeah, go near the twin crevices and look around.
Wait, where's Magutapa?
I don't think he can render.
Oh, he's right there. Oh, he's right there.
You will see. You will see.
Swear to God, my game crashes, my man.
Oh wait, you might actually. I forgot. You might need to go back in Coral Valley and go to where the birds were. You remember I showed you where the birds were?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Go visit the birds.
Oh, that! Oh my God! My game crashed! My game crashed!
I think it's probably because you're streaming. Did you see them? Okay, yeah, you did definitely see them.
Yeah, my character just like escaped from reality and said no, fam. It said no.
So yeah, you can actually spawn more animals like than there usually can be with advanced lifestyle editing, and that's why I just did there. And yeah, it's 3,000 of them.
Oh my god.
My computer could take it, but barely. While you're streaming, probably not. So that's normal. But yeah, you can have a glimpse there of
Yeah, my character's
the
just like
potential.
my character just said no, I'm out. Oh my god.
You should go check Sister out straight now. That one won't crash your game.
Okay. I was expecting my computer to blow up. That was a little intense.
Yeah.
Great, you ruined my Zab region experience. No, I'm joking.
Oh, you can clearly like change it if you just remove the life set and then re-import.
Oh, I know. I know. That was funny. Go,
I'm working on
boys, go.
sharing that, but I will only do it when I find a way to remove every single other animal from Zahab, because I don't want people to crash while trying to see those.
Yeah.
So eventually I will share like an empty map with only those animals in there and nothing else.
I wonder if this is the one with the millions amounts of or not the millions, but the one with the Thanatos in the ruins. Is this the one?
No, this is not the one with the Thanatos.
Where do you recommend me to spawn?
The regular one in the northeast. North Canyon.
What if you can change the loading screens to have like different creatures in the top?
You actually can change the loading screen creatures. Recently I found how to do that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's not life sets. That's a different file, but you can do that.
Okay, everything seems normal now. Well, for now.
Yeah. Go like further. You will see what changed.
Wait, further, further where?
Further like in Ciceros.
Oh, okay, not out. Okay.
Maybe take the right when you spawn. Like where the I don't know where you are exactly right now because I can only see like where you were before. But
I'm near where the hammerheads are.
okay, then go around like to the right of the pillar in front of like where you spawn, and you should see something interesting. I think, unless I bugged out, I just completely messed up my sending. It might be the case. I'm gonna go check just in case I accidentally messed up and sent you the wrong file.
I could also be.
Was that Lake Dorothea?
No, that was a normal sturgeon.
If this worked, at least you should see animals in the Trident Village ruins.
Okay.
But I'm checking to see if I messed up.
I'll head there now. I don't think I'm heading the right way.
You can press 1 to open your map,
Yep.
by the way.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I kind of a little bit messed up with that. It's not the right file that I sent. Well, actually, it's an older version of the file that I accidentally sent, and it was supposed to put a lot of prehistoric creatures around here, but
Okay.
I sent the buggy one that does not actually do it. It just removes creatures instead. So yeah, whoops about that.
That's alright.
But yeah, it's I was trying to show some progress I was trying to do on replacing a lot of animals in Cicero Strait with prehistoric creatures like coelacanths and the sea serpent Camarosera Animalocurus to try to create a more prehistoric
Looking.
Cicero Strait.
Yeah.
It will be done eventually, but yeah, this version had issues. I showed you pictures though of like
Yeah,
some
you did.
stuff I got with that.
Well then,
So yeah, that's like basically a bit of an overview on the possibilities.
that's awesome.
That we have so far.
That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up because I think we covered everything. But
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I wanna say a couple things before we go. I am going to in the VOD description. Actually, no, I can do this now in the chat. Missing no. The only save here that I was cheated too, and he was. Oh, okay. All right. So I am going to be posting a Discord link to the EOWiki Discord. I think it's invitable. Is it?
Yeah, it is. If you get the one from the EOWiki, then yeah.
It should be in rules and information, I think. Or
Oh,
if not,
okay.
I can just get it for you.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not alright.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't. It's something we should suggest the owners to add because I tried multiple times to share the link and I had to go fetch it from the wiki.
Can I? Yeah, I can invite people.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wait. Oh, we have the right. That's right. I forgot we were mods.
If you are wanting to post it in the chat, you can post it in the chat yourself and sponsor it. I will also sponsor the EO.
Okay, I sent my link. It censored it.
Oh, hold on, I can fix that. I think. If not, just send it to me via.
Wait, you have
Discord.
the right to post it in your own chat, so you. Can
I
just,
do.
yeah.
I do. I thought I turned that off where other people can. Now, is this a link that's unlimited?
Yeah, never expires and never.
Okay. There's the Discord. Now I've got to do the Twitter. Let me. Hold on. Let me disable capture. Alright. There is the Twitter for the EOWiki. Here is my Twitter. Also, one more thing, I'm gonna share the EOWiki YouTube. I highly suggest you guys who are watching this and are watching the VOD subscribe to it because I plan on posting more content on here. Copy. And there's the EOWiki YouTube. And last but not least, I think I should do the EOWiki itself. And there we go. That's all the links to our stuff that we to our social stuff. I also want to thank Arika for making this wonderful game. I really do want to thank you. I doubt they're going to be watching this, but I just want to say it. I also want to thank MDB and Taylor for coming on the stream for giving us insight on how this modding stuff happens. I also want to thank the EO community for keeping the game alive to this day. It's clinging on to life, but also, if people are unaware, we are trying to get EO to be ported to the Switch. Me and another person in the server. We're going to be trying to send out a letter to Nintendo themselves to see if they can, with some good points, some good standpoints on why this game would be good on the Switch. It's got good Switch capabilities. It's very informational for kids and stuff. So we got a list of good points. I also want to thank my grandmothers personally for getting me this game when I was really young. So, and thank Nintendo. So, I will stream again sometime soon, guys. My name's ScepTendo. Again, thank you, Taylor. Thank you, MDB, for being on the stream. And I'm going to call it quits for today. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
All right, see ya.